Who do Christians that have been remarried think they'll spend heaven with? Interestingly enough, the Sadducees asked Jesus this exact question, and he told them that there are no husbands and wives in heaven. No one is married in heaven. Once your dead earthly bonds like marriage are broken, until death do you part. I think most divorced folks would hold the position that their exes will be rotting in hell. You'll let God work that out. I'm not a Christian, but did grow up interested in religion and attended church for many years until I was in high school. The church I went to taught us that, while everybody knows everybody in heaven, it's not like it is here on earth. You won't recognize someone as your wife, your grandpa, your mother, etc. But everyone is connected on a level that we cannot comprehend here on earth. Well, when posed with this question, he responded that they will be like the angels, neither given or taken in marriage. So, shortly after my wonderful stepmother passed away, the Jehovah's Witnesses knocked on my non-church-going father's door. He uncharacteristically opened the door and talked to them. When they asked him if he had any questions about Christianity, he asked them this exact question, and they admitted they were stumped, but would get back to him. My mom and him divorced a million years ago, and I think he wanted to make sure he was going to see my stepmom in heaven, not the first wife. A friend who made it to 92 and had 3 husbands die on her along the way said, hopefully none of them shortly before she passed. Dude, ask actual Christians about this, not secular nobodies on Reddit. Matthew chapter 22 verse 22-33 tells a story of a guy who asks Jesus that very question. And the answer basically is, heaven isn't anything like earth. Marriage isn't going to be a thing in heaven like it is on earth. It's kinda like asking who is the umbilical cord going to be attached to after the baby is born. Mormons would believe it's both of them, with the first wife being superior. I'm a Christian and I love my wife, but in heaven I'll be hanging with Joan of Arc and Julie Newmar. At least for Catholic marriage vows, the key phrase is until death do yo part, so it's just your soul. I mean, for those that believe in the Bible, Jesus actually answers this question to the Pharisees by saying that in heaven no one will be given into marriage like the angels. There's some varying interpretations, but generally speaking, a lot of Christians believe marriage won't be a thing in heaven. They also believe that the church is the bride of Christ, so I guess that kinda makes sense. Ike though? It's hard to say for sure. Given my first ex is now worships Satan, it won't be him. TBH, I want to spend my time in heaven with my cats. I'll see family on holidays. According to some parts of the Bible, if you divorce, you're not getting to the pearly gates. So according to that story, y'all be burning in hell with all the fun people. Lol. Not if they are reading the Bible particularly. Matthew. I assume ranked choice voting? This isn't the right answer, but one of my elderly patients was talking about it and said that they both were widowers and just didn't want to be alone. They both wanted to be buried with their first partner and expected to be with them in the afterlife. And they both expected to be best of friends in the afterlife. But they said in the here and now they just wanted someone to be with and to travel the world until they die. Honestly, it's kinda sweet, ho. As I understand it, the point is that people who would be upset at God for not having their preferred husband there aren't good enough. You should be happy to do nothing but bathe in his light. A lot of Christians mixed this up with the idea of what heaven would be to them. But honestly, if you read the Bible, almost none of them are going to heaven anyway. The only person who was heavily religious who got remarried that I know firmly says that her first husband was her true love, and the new husband is just a close friend. If her first husband was brought back somehow, she'd happily get back with him. The new husband knows this and feels the same way about his first wife.